So it looks like YouTube Rewind will not be happening this year. YouTube put out a tweet that reads, "Since 2010, we've ended the year with Rewind. A look back at the year's most impactful creators, videos, and trends. Whether you love it or only remember 2018, Rewind was always meant to be a celebration of you. But 2020 has been different, and it doesn't feel right to carry on as if it weren't. So we're taking a break from Rewind this year. We know that so much of the good that did happen in 2020 was created by all of you. You found ways to uplift people, help them cope, and make them laugh. You've made a hard year genuinely better. Thank you for making a difference." Now obviously a lot of people are sad that YouTube isn't actually doing Rewind this year, because as much as we give them shit for them making it a giant corporate advertisement and basically showing the PG side of YouTube and trying to, I guess, monetize it and get monetary value from YouTube Rewind, it's still something good to sort of put on the platform, because regardless of if it gets hate or if it gets a lot of support, it brings everyone together, and I think that's what sort of makes YouTube Rewind special. It's a once per year thing that happens always at the end of the year to recap everything, and obviously them not doing it this year will feel a bit weird because there won't be anything to really reflect upon. And you know, obviously I do expect people like PewDiePie or MrBeast to make their own Rewind this year, because PewDiePie has made the last two, and I'm really excited to see if anyone else sort of puts out their own YouTube Rewind. It's just sad to see that YouTube isn't doing it this year, and I can sort of understand why with the pandemic and all of the famous deaths and whatnot. Got Chadwick Boseman, Kobe Bryant, like all these different people that have just died this past year, and it has been really sad and really tough. So I can understand why they wouldn't do that, because it'd sort of look disrespectful, especially in a YouTube Rewind where they're trying to monetize it. Because we all know YouTube, right? They never really put in like bad events. I think the only time they've ever shown like a really bad event was when the tornado hit Houston. And that was sort of the only real bad thing that they shown in YouTube Rewind. So I can see why they wouldn't really, you know, try and, I guess, monetize all these people's deaths and the pandemic itself, because I think it'd be pretty insensitive, and that's probably why they're taking a break and letting everyone else do it. Because YouTube sort of built up this persona with the YouTube Rewinds that it's getting more and more PG, and if they show, oh yeah, this person died, oh yeah, have you seen that this person died? It'll sort of put a bad taste in their mouth, and it'll probably get people to hate them, even though they're still addressing them. And that's sort of what YouTube Rewind's for, is looking back on all the bad and the good moments that we've had throughout the year. So I think it's very sad that it's gone, but we might see YouTube Rewind from one of the bigger creators, which is what I'm really excited for anyways, because they always seem to pull it out and make it really good and exceed my expectations. Because there have been so many good memes this year, whether you hate the dancing Polish cow or the vibing cat or, you know, butter dog or any of these really, you know, new memes. I still think that these are all amazing memes. Since the pandemic put us all inside in lockdown and whatnot, or in isolation, we've all been on the internet creating memes and whatnot. So that's sort of given these like Rewind YouTubers like PewDiePie a really good chance to make something really good. And I still think that it's going to be really good this year, regardless if YouTube releases their own. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this topic since, you know, a lot of other people have been talking about it. And since it is actually a pretty big deal, this is a pretty big deal because this is the first time in 10 years that YouTube haven't actually released a YouTube Rewind. But yeah, if you guys have anything else to add to this video or something that I missed, make sure to put it down in the comment section down below. I always read your guys' comments and I love what you guys have to say. So if you have anything interesting that I missed, make sure you put it down in the comment section down below. Also, I have a Discord server now, so if you want to join that, go join it. The link is in the description down below. There's a lot of good people. You can come chat to me. You can ask me about anything. Ask me about YouTube. Ask me about, you know, how my day's going. But yeah, if you want to join that, the link will be in the description. But yeah, that'll be it from me. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.
Soak up the rags, spark up the max, light up the night and I never look back. I am the hunter, you are the monster. I am the entity, I am the haunter. Fight with no water, fight with no water. Bring me the leg, I won't choke on the water. I am the author, you are the paper. Rip you apart, leave the blood on the razor. Motherfucker, I am the product and never feeling my feelings. I run upon them in the middle of the night and I kill them. I drill a hole in the building to fill the void. Every mistake, tell me shit, I don't listen. I'm burning up with the witches. Always been the same and I'll never change. Drifting the waves and I'm swept away.